I just had sexual union with myself, and I deceased myself because I don't need sex. I am the Godhead. And I do have sexual abuse of myself, and that's how I'm in a lower life form than the way I am myself. I do hold alive this way, but it is to be extinguished. And you're not supposed to exploit that I have sex. It is really against myself, only temporarily. I'm going to ascend out of the sexual abuse. It is abuse by that it's being, I don't know, monitored, supervised, watched, locked out, locked in, medicated. It's been diseased. It's been forced sexual abuse by strangers, like elsewhere, which means it started initially. Like I wouldn't do it again because it was molested by somebody that I knew from being about 12 years old. So I can't really use the sexual abuse from your points of view. It's no, and yet you keep following me about it. I'm in deceasement now, but there's still strangers around the apartment complex where I live, and the traffic is running. Um, I just wanted to say that it's hurt enough. I'm about to die of the embarrassment and shame and disease and disaster. Don't really deserve it, and I don't know why you are that way. Because maybe you don't have your own love life because you're not myself, but you have sexual abuse that's not essentially myself. You do things against the genitals of other people that led you to myself. And you are all professional molesters of each other, but you're not supposed to be that ain't gotta tell you what to do problem with the Godhead. The Godhead does get angry elsewhere, and you're not threatened here is really pointed at that I'm not real interested in punishing you because I don't have much of myself in it. That's why I don't want to get hurt. It's not a back and forth. I don't have any sort of way to defend myself or punish you or anything. And the answer of your question is really it is itself. If you're a sex offender who says I'm sorry that you're not myself, and now that I've molested you, I'm sorry that you are yourself, and that's you having tampered with myself deceased. I deceased myself right here. And that's why I get molested is not fair to me. I've been molested more times than I can count because I also count that when I touch myself, it's molested. And I don't have another way to say this. You aren't really outgrowing myself. I outgrew yourselves. By my age, I was 3 years old, was how it began. In counting the size of myself compared to other people and compared to a birthday. Uh, I was 3 years old to begin with, and then I'm counting my age all the way up till 48 years old. And you still want to know if I have a birthday between the years of 1977 and 1980. You still don't believe me that I could tell you I was born at 3 years old, and you're going to tell me I was born as a baby and I don't know where I was when I was born, and I still don't know where I am today at age 48 years old. You don't believe anything, but you ask me a birthday and you think it came from given by that I did something wrong and I got a birthday, if that's what you are. Or there's an obstetrician who found that I got born and that obstetrician would know who I am today is not true. But you still take the word of an obstetrician over myself that I said I was 3 years old when I first started alive. You still think I have an obstetrician who's going to say, I know who you are at age 48, and I remember you when you were a baby. Your birthday is February 27th, 1977. I don't believe you about you being a 3-year-old and you were born that way. Nope, I'm the obstetrician and I know you. That's the threat it is when you ask me what's my birthday or how old am I, although roughly it's obvious that I'm not like growing my height, so I'm not a kid, and I'm not a kid is for if you have a dong genital and alive, there's such a thing as a kid. I don't have a dong genital myself, but it's supposed to be key individual door, and I'm not a child who lives in my house. I was outside of my house is how I was called a kid, and there are kids in the world. Um, the throttling I have with the obstetrician is really extinct. And I'm still seeing the receipt for the rent on the refrigerator that they're charging me for my driver's license, leveraged into a Nevada state photo identification card that has my birthday on there to see if I'm allowed to be in this apartment. The landlord won't leave on that point. The landlord is collecting money and spending the money on us having to do with population control of the strangers who live here and come here or stay here or maybe work here. There's something like having to do with groundskeeping and what they're doing with the money. I can see that they just lost it every month, and I don't pay it that way. The Social Security Administration won't do anything about that. They're paying out all the money through banking, and the bank won't come and tell them to stop. The Social Security Administration, all the staff people will come and tell them to stop. They won't stop charging the money, and it's just circulating that it's yes or no that I can be here. And they're still going on every little thing about me, including the birthday. They don't believe me about the first 3 years of my life. On the meter of that, I'm 48 years old now. You don't need me as a Godhead here. You don't need me anymore here. I will leave you.